Is your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already know the co-host Blizzard.
And the artisan angel HL7 Nazareth.
We are live every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on BeExposedRadio.com and also on Facebook Live at Be Exposed Radio, or you can check out our Be Inspired Radio Show page. You can check out our show there. Or you can go to YouTube at Be Exposed Radio. So we tried to make it real easy for you to connect with us. We love spending this time with you so much that we provided more than one way for you to get to the show. We hope you enjoyed the show tonight. We have two phenomenal guests as always, and they are both life coaches.
Oh, nice. I need a life coach.
So thus the theme of the show is Life Coach Spotlight. Life Coach Spotlight. I had the pleasure of meeting the first guest, Rebecca Adams, through Nella Chikwe. Right. So she is doing the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose book anthology that I've been talking about. So Rebecca is actually one of the co-authors for that book. How awesome is that, right?
Very awesome.
So she's going to be on the show tonight. And then we have Shawnie Russell, who's one of our avid supporters, fans of the show. She is also a life coach, author, and a mindset and motivational speaker, which I thought that was really unique. So she's going to be on the show too. And I think it's super dope because she's also a fan of the show. So she's also a guest tonight. I think that is so cool. So let me tell you something. We are always thinking of you when we are bringing guests on the show. We want to make sure that you enjoy the people that we bring, and also we love having fans of the show to come on and actually be guests. So, and she was also the winner of tickets that we gave away.
Wow.
So I mean, this is all around awesome. So they both will be here tonight, and I'm really excited about that. Also, just to let you know that I have on. Now, last week, was it last week? Yes, last week we had Kia Ames on the show. And she gave me one of her shirts. Unleashed.
The real you.
Unleash the Real You t-shirt.
Bars.
I want to let you know, Kia, that I am wearing your shirt tonight on the show. I'm wearing your shirt tonight because people don't have to be nice. And she gave me this as a gift, so I wanted to wear it tonight. So shout out to Kia Ames, the Unleasher herself. Thank you for giving me this t-shirt. I will be rocking this t-shirt all show long, and I will be giving you a shout out all throughout the show. Thank you for coming last week. So now it is time for Miss Be Inspired's Soapbox.
Facts.
Boom. So I'm not going to talk about anything crazy because, it's all kinds of crazy stuff going on in the news. I refuse tonight. I refuse to talk about any of it because it's just way too negative. Every time I turn on that dog on TV, there's another, bombing, a fire. Somebody even got shot in Baltimore. I can't handle it. I cannot handle it. So tonight, I refuse to go there. Instead, I'm going to talk about me getting ready to go on this vacation next week. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Miss Be Inspired getting ready to take a well-deserved vacation. My family and I, we're getting ready to go to Orlando, Florida.
Nice.
Great.
We're going to try to go to Disney and also Universal Studios, or one or the other. We'll see. Pretty much based on, what my coins can afford.
Right.
Because when I looked online, anybody else out there been to Disney recently and bought tickets, that it is expensive to go to Disney World.
It is. It's very expensive.
It's like $100 a person to go to Disney.
Yeah.
And I started, Miss Be Inspired was calculating. I was like, oh no, I got 4 people I got to pay for.
That's why what what my family usually does, because I used to go with my uncle and his family.
Mm-hmm.
They like kind of already had like, I guess, a timeshare thing set up down there, and like they would save around to. That's why you can't just really. It's hard to take random trips to Disney,
right?
Because it's Disney. So
it
like,
costs.
Right.
It's not cheap, family.
So it's like you kind of have to have things already planned, like way, way, way ahead.
So I'll say this: we had our accommodations already planned.
Right.
How we were going to get there already planned.
I hope you're not driving.
We are, yeah.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
But it was. But listen, I know. It sounds crazy, but my mom and love is going with us.
That sounds like an adventure.
So it added a different element to it.
It's a giant nap.
Yeah. So, but we have 3 drivers.
Okay.
We have 3 drivers,
yeah,
so it's not going to be just one of us driving.
Right.
All that way, and I wasn't going to do all that driving.
Of course.
No. So. Yeah, we have 3 drivers, so I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Tip of advice: if you go to any park, go to the Universal Studios one, the Adventure Islands one.
Right, I've been there.
Yeah, that one is actually fun.
I've been there.
Because like there's one that's not fun, but
that's
like,
Universal Studios. Well, Universal Studios is cool.
That's the Safari one. That one's a little.
No. Universal Studios. When you go there, they have that's where they used to have the Back to the Future ride and stuff like that.
Those are all those movie theme rides.
Yeah.
The Safari Adventure one is a little weak though. It's
I
not too much
haven't gone to the Safari. I haven't been to the Safari Adventure.
But if you want to entertain your kids for free and possibly get souvenirs, just take them down to downtown Disney.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an entire shopping area for just Disney stuff.
Wow.
And then it has like a bus loop in the back to where it shuttles you to each individual park. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice. For free?
I remember.
You just hang outside of the park. You just don't actually go inside.
Yeah, it's like they'll drop you off at the place, and then like they have one that takes you.
I've been to Disney.
Right.
Sure did. I was at the gate. I didn't actually go in, but I was
Try to go to the boardwalk too. They have amazing ice cream, and it's just cool out there.
Now I will tell you, City Walk over by Universal Studios is also cool because they have street performers of all kinds, and they have like this big literal street party out there, music, band, all of that good stuff. So it's a lot to do.
That made me want to go again because when I went, I was little.
Oh yeah, no, you have to go as an adult.
Absolutely,
I
was like in middle school when I went.
Bliss, you can't live off of the memory from a kid. You had to do yourself some justice and go as an adult.
I'm gonna go. I went to Vegas, so yeah, I'm gonna make that.
If you go as an adult, they are extra lit. So you will come in there extra lit.
That's what
absolutely.
And it's just like
I'm gonna make that happen.
Yeah.
Yes. So Miss B Inspired's soapbox is I'm going on vacation next week, and I won't be here next week for the show.
No.
Bliss and Azrael will be in charge. Yes. I'm leaving it in their capable hands, but I'm not worried a bit because I know they got it. I know y'all have it. I'm not worried.
You have so much confidence in me.
Yeah.
I do. I believe in y'all.
Had like 7 packs of these, we be alright.
Yes. Hopped up on as much sugar as you need.
I'm about to bring 3 packs of the sweet tarts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I'm so serious. You're laughing. I'm serious.
Yes. And so the other part of Miss B Inspired Soapbox is I want to talk about a post that I posted earlier that said, don't be mad because you see every other person with a hustle. Get your own. Get one of your own. You know? The fact is, because I hear a lot of people always complaining about seeing people on social media posting about their businesses, their brand, their books, their TV shows, whatever they're doing. And then you have those, I'm not going to say haters or whatever, but people sitting on the sidelines, you know, criticizing these people because they are advertising their business and their brand.
No, those are haters. I don't care.
Yeah.
That is literally the definition. It's just like when someone can come up to you and tell you should not promote your own stuff to prosper off of what, like, it's not a matter of them liking it or not liking it. It's just a matter of if you have the nerve to go up and tell someone stop pursuing what you want to pursue, That's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, it's more so people on, people that are on social media seeing people posting about their businesses and stuff have something to say. Everybody got a hustle. Everybody got this. Everybody got that. Yes, they do. And maybe if you got your own, you wouldn't be sitting on the sidelines being mad because you see people posting about their brand or their business. Get something of your own you could be proud of. I had a problem with that because I've seen somebody literally post about that. Like, everybody got something that they doing. Everybody's got a business. Businesses come dime a dozen. No, they don't. Businesses are hard earned. Yeah. And those who have them know that it takes a lot of courage to go out there and say, I'm going to start my own business, or I'm going to write a book, or I'm going to start a radio show, or I'm going to do whatever it is that I do. And it takes even more courage to decide I'm going to market myself. Right. as an author or as a business owner. If you want to do it, works fine. You should. If you want to sell paparazzi jewelry, there's nothing wrong with that. I have a problem with the people who are always complaining about seeing people promoting their businesses and their brand. If you don't want to see it, just hop off of Facebook. Just hop off of social media. That's what I got to say.
It is even worse because they're passive about it. Now I know what you were talking about.
You understand now.
I was thinking about the people who see it and they comment or they go up and tell you stop doing that. But no, it's the people that see it and then make a whole separate post about it.
Yes.
And say just to passively respond to yours and bring yours down.
Yes.
It's why are you doing this?
Care. You are definitely going to see Miss B Inspired post flyers about the radio show, about books, about whatever, because I'm proud of the work that I've done. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of strength for me to do that. You don't know what I had to go through to get to the point where I finally have the confidence to step out on faith and do something that was always in me to do. And so I encourage every business owner, every author, singer, whatever it is you do, break social media. Go ahead and break it and post as many flyers and promotions as you want. You earn the right to do that. And it's a great tool. Social media, yes, it has its cons, as we know.
Yeah, it does.
But it is an awesome marketing tool. You can use it to your advantage if you use it right.
Right.
Yes, I tell people I'm against abusing social media in the way of putting negative stuff out there or using it as a therapist and just venting and putting all your business out there and all your emotional issues on social media. I am definitely against that. But if you want to use it to market your business, do so and do it proudly. And don't worry about anybody who's hating on you because of it. And that's Miss B Inspired Soapbox. Ding. I was on fire today about that. Yeah. Because I just, but anyway, we're getting ready to take this break. When we come back, we're going to do a few announcements. And then after that, we're going to have another break. And we're going to bring our guest, Rebecca Adams, in on Skype. She's joining us via Skype. So please stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com. Yeah.
Testing.
We're getting some feedback. So hopefully, okay. So folks, let us know if you're able to hear the show now. I think let me check the comments, but I heard a few people say that there was no sound. Okay. So I think we're good now. Yes. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for giving us that feedback. Thank you, Rebecca. I think Rebecca is tuned in now. So she was the one who let us know that there's no sound.
I appreciate you.
We appreciate you so much. Yes. So, but as I was saying that I went to the Baltimore Hun Fest this past weekend. It was so much fun. Like, it was just, I mean, they even had a New Orleans style parade at the end where we were all dressed up in our Hun clothes and our parasols, and they had the band going, and then at the end we took this gigantic picture. It was like 100 Huns all in one picture, and it was just 100 Huns. I like that. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to borrow that. 100 Huns. But it was so much fun. So shout out to Stacy. Stacy Hurley is one of the major. She really pushes the Hun hive. Oh, yeah, bless thee.
I was trying to hide it.
Well, first of all, let me back up. I need to give a huge shout out to Judy and Bonnie. Judy, I met her at the Flower Mart. Her and I hosted an event there together. And from there, our relationship just blossomed. And she invited me to come to the Black Eye Susan event down at the Preakness. And then she invited me to the Hun Fest. And it was so much fun. I mean, like I said, it was just one of those events that you have to be there in order to really, really take it all in. No one could really explain it to you.
Like you know, you had to see it for yourself.
You have to see it for yourself. So I did that, and that was really, really, really exciting. But mainly, let me just say, mostly my brain is just on vacation mode right now. I'm really there. My brain is gone. I'm here, my body is here, but my brain is on vacation.
Your brain already in Florida.
It's already in Florida.
Don't even blame you.
It's already there. I'm just ready to go. You know, when you work so hard throughout the year, you look forward to those little breaks. You know, are y'all taking any vacations anytime soon?
Well, the retreat in about 2 weeks.
That's right.
I'm on a life vacation right now.
A life vacation. Well, you actually just graduated, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just on a life vacation. I'm just done with everything for a while.
Oh, wait a minute. What does that mean? Explain.
Like I'm
if
chilling.
We have time.
I'm chilling. I'm making plans, chilling.
Getting your mind right.
Right.
Word.
Interesting. So tell us about this retreat, Liz.
Basically, it's kids from all over Maryland. It's a spot called Fox Haven. Mm-hmm. It's a learning center in Frederick, Maryland.
Okay. And
basically, for a week, we just had the kids. We do yoga with them. I'm gonna be teaching like a hip hop class.
Nice.
So yeah, I did it last year. I taught a hip hop class. So
wow, that is so cool. I think that's so super dope that you work with kids, though.
Yeah, I love it. It's amazing.
But you know, kids are drawn to you. My two, Lily and Nathaniel, they really like you. They were like, "Oh, is that Mr. Blizzard?" That's what they want to call you, Mr. Blizzard. All right, everybody, let's just get ready to take this break. When we come back, we are bringing Rebecca Adams on to the show. Are y'all ready? I hope so. This is going to be an amazing interview. I'm proud and happy to have her on the show. So please stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
and then she messaged me about, you know, a movement that she was thinking of doing. So she got me on Skype, and we had she got into the conversation, explained a little bit, and then gone from there, and then we are where we are right now. So yeah, it was really, Nella is a rock star. I love her to bits.
She really is. She's one of those people that I'm so grateful I was able to connect with, because her and I, we chat with each other every now and then, and she definitely keeps me on point, I'm telling you.
Yes.
So talk about what the experience has been for you being part of the anthology.
Wow, the experience has been a lot of emotions, to be honest, because it's not only, it kind of, you put pressure on yourself a little bit to delve into a little snippet of your story, your own personal story, that maybe you've not even shared with anyone before, and you know that people are going to read that section, obviously, within that chapter. So it's quite emotional trying to get it down on paper, but the whole experience has been completely incredible, life-changing, connecting me with you guys, connecting me with so many other people as well. And obviously people now are reading it. It's available online at the moment, and then the hard copies are coming out, so more and more people are connecting with me. But the whole journey from beginning to end, from actually crying while I'm writing the chapter and trying to get everything that's in my head and down on paper into words, is kind of difficult if you've not actually done it before, which I haven't. I've never written a book or anything before, so it was quite intense, but yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah. So congratulations to you for conquering this ground and becoming a published author.
Thank you. It's it's really great. It's weird thinking that I'm a co-author as well, so that's another name on the little list of things that I do. So yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So for those who are wondering and who are just tuning in, just tell them who you are and what it is that you do.
Okay, I'm Rebecca Adams. I'm a life and business coach. I really hone in on my expertise is mindset. So I'm very big on mindset. So I like what you were saying before about the, people having opinions on what you're doing and stuff like that. But creating the breakthroughs. So it's all about mindset and going into a positive mindset rather than replaying, overthinking and everything like that, and kind of, coaching them into making the breakthroughs that they're after within life or business, whichever it is. And I work with both men and women as well. So, yeah, the book is more tailored to the women, but I do work with both. So yeah.
Wow. And I was able to read your bio, which is amazing. I always celebrate anyone who is brave enough to go out there and pave the way for themselves and break grounds and barriers and start their own businesses and do some amazing things. So first of all, I commend you for that. Yes, absolutely.
You too.
Thank you. So you have had businesses since 2003. So what has that journey been like for you?
It's been emotional, I'll say. It's had its ups and downs. Obviously, things aren't, perfect, and they don't all go according to plan, but you ride the roller coaster and you do become unstoppable, which is obviously the title, but unstoppable with everything that you do, because when you've got something in your core that you want to get out to people and you want to help them and you want to serve them, it doesn't matter what you go through, you're still going to keep moving forward until you accomplish whatever it is that you do in order to help those other people. So over the past 14 years, it's the same age as my daughter, 14 years, network marketing, coaching, dabbling in a few things until I found my true calling, and until I've embraced it fully, which was truly great. I'm actually doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So it has been emotional. It's had its ups and downs, quite testing at times, stressful, tears, things didn't work out. Not all the businesses worked. So, but yeah, it's been great. And I'd highly recommend to anyone, actually, if you want to really go and set up your own business, then go and do it. Don't wait around. Don't listen to anyone if they say that you can't do it. Just go and do it, because you've got something amazing to give to everyone in the world. So
I totally agree. I feel like it's one of the most liberating things you can do for yourself, because you're literally taking into your hands your own life. We actually have a caller. So let's go ahead and take that call, which I think is awesome. So hi, who do we have on the line? Who's joining us on the Be Inspired Radio Show?
Hello?
Yes, hello. Welcome to the Be
Hey, how are
Inspired
you?
Radio Show. I am well. Who do we have on the line?
This is Tracy from Atlanta. Tracy Nicole Smalls from Atlanta.
Oh, hi, Tracy. So welcome
Hey.
to the show. Yay.
Thank you, thank you.
So do you have a question for our guest or for us, or do you have a comment?
Actually, I don't. I'm just chiming in, and I'm actually awaiting a dear friend of mine, Shawnie Russell, to come on.
Okay.
So I'm kind of early.
Oh, okay. Yes. So she will be on in the second half. She will be coming on at approximately 8:18 on the show. But you're welcome to ask a question of our current guest, which is Rebecca Adams, and she's also a motivational mindset coach and also an author, which is so cool. Yes.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So I'd encourage you to just call back in when Shawnie comes on. Is that all right?
Sure. You said about 8:18?
About 8:18, yes.
Okay, thanks a million.
Okay, thank you, Tracy.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so Rebecca, are you there?
hey, yes.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, we do have another life coach who's going to be on in the second half. And for those who are just tuning in, our theme for tonight is Life Coach Spotlight. And I just want to say that I commend those who have accepted the call as life coach, because there are a lot of people who are at crossroads in their lives. There are a lot of people who just don't know what to do next, or they know that they have something or some kind of purpose. They just don't know how to get to it. So hats off to all those who are life coaches. And Rebecca, hats off to you.
Thank you.
So, before we got interrupted, or not interrupted, before we had the call, you were telling everybody what it is that you do.
Yeah, life and business coach. I love actually coaching people one-to-one or even in groups, because you can really, hone in on the skills, really get to the core of what they want. And 9 times out of 10, people have already got the answer inside them. They just don't know, so they need someone to coach them in order to ask the correct questions, in order for them to answer their own questions and pull out inside of them what it is, what the result is, what they're after. So yeah, I love what I do.
Yes. And so what was one of the first businesses that you had?
My first ever in 2003 was a network marketing business for a cosmetics company. And yeah, that I was with them about 3 years, I think. So yeah, it went a bit downhill because of divorce and things like that, but I'm not going to go into that. But that was the first business, and that gave me a taste of actually owning my own business, juggling it around the kids, fitting it in, designing my own days, being my own boss, and then going from there. So that was the first one that I ever did.
So yeah, that's amazing. I always say that, like, once you get a taste of being an entrepreneur and really having control over your time, it's like you don't want to go back to corporate America. You don't want to go back to the regular 9 to 5. You just don't.
No.
Something about it is just not appealing. You're just like, I can't do it.
It's like you're on the rat run and 9 to 5, and you're on someone else's time, and it's like, yeah, it's just not. It's so stressful. It's not even. Yeah, no, it's not worth it.
So, okay, the mindset life coach. and this is the second time I've heard that term, but for me, it's sort of new. So for those who may not fully understand what that means, and I know you touched on it a little bit, but for those
Yeah.
who may not know and who may be just tuning in, what does it mean to be a mindset life coach or motivational speaker?
Mindset, everything is mindset. Everything is, you react with emotion. If you were to go and buy some trainers, or sneakers, however you guys say over there, a dress, or go out somewhere, you're buying tickets to a show, you always buy with emotion. And the thing is, you always react with emotion as well. So with the mindset, you need to gain control of the mind and control of the brain. It's all in the power. It's you controlling your head, so that you're not reacting to negative. You touched on it before about what other people are saying, and someone will say something, so then you won't promote on Facebook, you won't promote your business or whatever. So it's all about knowing that you can't control everything, but you can control you and your reaction. And it's all about making sure that you are in control of your head, your brain, your reactions, and everything. And it takes a lot. The 3 things I say every single day is personal development, gratitude, and mindset. Work on them 3 every single day and get yourself kind of into a bubble, so that if someone puts you down, or really kind of makes you feel really bad or sad or upset or angry, or brings up all their negative emotions, you are getting that strong in your head that you are enough, you are amazing, you are worth it, you are more than what they think. And the more you keep saying that to yourself, and you live and breathe and everything by that, and you get yourself solid strong in the head, less people, whatever they say, it doesn't matter, because you know exactly where you're going, how you're going to deal with things. They're not going to put you off. They're not going to say, oh, well, you can't own a business, you can't set up a radio show, what do you think you're doing? And it's like, well, actually, you can serve, you can serve so many people,
So
but you're letting that one negative person come in, so
yes, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have more with Rebecca. Rebecca, thank you so much for being on the show. We are totally enjoying this interview and conversation with you. But everybody, Be Inspired Radio Show fam, stay tuned right here on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty
W, everybody. Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Listen, if you are tuned in, I need you to do me a favor, do us a favor, and invite as many people as you can to the show. We want you to go through your whole friend list and just invite every single one of them, and also share this onto your personal page. If you know someone who'd be interested in the show, please share out this video. We also are airing on YouTube at Be Exposed Radio, and then you can also go to the website at www.beexposedradio.com. So we have provided several ways for you to be able to tune in, because we don't want you to miss a thing. We don't want you to miss 1 ounce of the show. I am Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blizzard.
And the artisan Angel HL7 Azure.
And tonight, I am extremely pleased to introduce our guest tonight, Rebecca Adams. She is a mindset life coach and author now. She can add a co-author to her title of things that she does, and so much more. So, Rebecca, welcome, and we thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
So when we left on the break, we were talking about several things, but we were talking specifically about what it means to be a mindset life coach, And family, if you're just tuned in, Rebecca was sharing with us what that means for her as a mindset life coach. So if you could just explain a little bit more what it means to be a mindset life coach.
Mindset life coach is a coach who really their expertise is all about the mindset. So it's all about making sure that you're pulling out of the people the answers they've already got, kind of flicking the switch so that they're not listening to the negativity from everybody else. That everyone tries to pour on the negativity, like, you can't do this, you can't do that, who do you think you are, it's above your pay grade, anything like that. And I think it's so paramount for everyone to work on the head every single day. So if something that's negative that's going on in the news, you were on about it right at the beginning, something negative going on in the news, and it kind of puts you on. If you start reading so much, it'll kind of influence you more than you know. So then you're in a mood, and then someone phones you to sell you double glazing or PPI insurance or whatever, and then you're like shouting down the phone, it kind of, so everyone can, you can wake up in the middle of the, in the morning and be in a mood straight away because you've stood on a Lego piece or you've stubbed your toe or something like that, and then the ripple effect is, it kind of affects you all day. Whereas if you know how to switch mindset and turn it into a more positive one of being grateful, and it goes on and on and on. But working on mindset's powerful, and it's something I recommend everyone to do. And that's what I work on a lot every day with clients. So,
absolutely, definitely. So you talked about others who can sort of affect or influence your world with their negativity. So why do you think it is that those people do it? They may look into your life and say, she's doing some amazing things, but I'm gonna tell her she can't do it, she shouldn't be doing that. Why is she doing that? Why do you think those people do that?
There's no simple answer. Some people are jealous, some people don't want you to do well, some people kind of they feel, especially friends, because it could be your closest family and friends that actually do it, because they don't want you to leave their little circle. They don't want you to emigrate to America or go somewhere or be successful or get that job or whatever, because they feel as though you're going to leave them behind sometimes. And a lot of the time, some people, put others down because that's how they're made. That's what they do. But I think, every single person is capable of being unstoppable, being successful, doing whatever it is they want, knowing that they can and will achieve. Like my philosophy, you can and will achieve anything you set your mind to, but don't let anyone else's opinions drag you down, because that's their belief, that's their thing, and it's not yours. So don't own it. Own the power in your head and run forth with whatever it is that you want to do. Don't allow their judgments, their values and their beliefs, maybe from when they were installed, when they were little, to influence you and your future, because you don't want to live by regrets and you don't want to live by what ifs.
Mm-hmm. So then, as you know, it's not always somebody else that's being negative or putting you down. No. Sometimes it's yourself.
It is.
So what do you do? What are some things that people can do to sort of defeat the negative self-talk and banter that goes on in their mind? Well, okay, so we only have 1 minute left, so we're gonna save that question for when we come from the break. Wow, because we're having great conversation, so
it's a great question as well.
Yeah. So when we come back from the break, we're gonna talk about that a little bit. We're gonna talk about what are some things you can do to defeat the negative self-talk and the things that we do to put our own selves down. So we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, more with our amazing guest Rebecca Adams right here on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on Be Exposed Radio. What.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton.
Radio Show.
Yeah, you already know what it is, your boy Blizzard. You now tuned into the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Yeah, we here.
Yes, we are, Blizz. We are here, and this is your girl, Miss Be Inspired. You know.
And the artist and angel HL7 Azrael.
And we have our phenomenal guest, the unstoppable Rebecca Adams. Yeah.
Yo.
And you all, if you're just tuning in, Rebecca, you're dialed in from the UK, right?
I am, yeah.
So it is 1 something in the morning where she is. Can you believe that? It's
like it's 1 something in the afternoon. She is awake.
I mean, come on. And looking fabulous, might I add.
Thank you.
You're
I've got a
welcome.
big, massive light just behind the laptop, so yeah.
There you go.
It's so dark in here, so yeah.
You know, if it were me, I don't drink coffee, but I'd be probably eating a gang of candy just to keep myself up. Just whatever sugar, anything I could do at 1 something in the morning. So yeah, definitely kudos.
I've had the coffee, so yeah.
And we appreciate you staying up this late to be able to be here with us.
Oh, thank you so much. No, I'm humbled and honoured. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So when we were before we left for the break, we were getting ready to go into an awesome question, but as you mentioned, you know, sometimes we have to learn how to shut out the outside voices, negative voices that may try to influence us and what it is that we're doing. But sometimes it's not always the outside voices. Sometimes it's our own selves speaking negatively, thinking negatively. So how can we, or what are some things that people can do to defeat the negative self-talk or the negative thought patterns?
Yeah. I always say that, you know, you can be your biggest cheerleader and you can also be your biggest critic. So you don't need anyone else, like you mentioned, you don't need anyone else putting you down because you can really do it yourself. So a few techniques are, you know, to work on your head every single day is to start with gratitude first thing in the morning. You can do it while you're having a shower. You can write it down if you want to and work out kind of everything that you're grateful for. But the key and the power is in the rest of the sentence. So for example, I'm grateful for my health because ... I'm grateful for my money because ... and then so on and so on, and then really hone in on everything that you're grateful for, because when you do it first thing in the morning, if something annoys you during the rest of the day, and instead of going off on one and going from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds and getting angry and upset, you can go back to the gratitude and kind of ground yourself a little bit and you know, get yourself aligned that way. The other things are affirmations, so I am statements. So you can say I am powerful, I am enough, I am worthy, and to know that you are and step into the unstoppable power that you do have, that you are good enough for yourself, let alone anything else. And it's not just words, it needs to get so that you actually put the emotion inside what you're saying, what you're thinking, and to really know that you are. Make it non-negotiable. You've got to own it, because if it's just empty words, it's just won't mean anything. There's no it won't make a slightest bit of difference what you say to yourself. So the other things are to really, you know, look at everything you've achieved, because everyone looks at the negative situation right now from the moment you stood there right now, instead of looking at everything you've accomplished, everything you've achieved through adversity and everything, all the issues, all the problems, all the barriers that you've had to climb through to get to where you are. Everyone forgets that. They always look at, oh, my life is rubbish or whatever right now, right here, right now, because something's going wrong, or your business isn't working out, or someone's just, you know, inside your head, you've got a little voice negative on your shoulder, little positive voice. And I'm a bit like, I love Friends. So Ross or Friends going, shh, you've got to shush the negative in your own head and have faith and belief in yourself that you can run forward and do whatever it is you want to do. Whether it's to open a life coaching business, have a radio show, anything that you want to do, you can do if you believe in yourself and shut your own negative up, because you can overthink too much and then get yourself into trouble. So
and you know, for myself, if I can testify, if you will, I have personally struggled many times with negative thought patterns. And for me, even though I'm a very ambitious person, I've always thought so negatively about health issues, because my mom, she passed away when she was 52 of cancer. And then I've seen other people in my life who have passed away who were close to me. My husband, on the other hand, I'm just using this as an example, but my husband, on the other hand, he's hardly ever lost anybody in his family. He's lost his great grandmother, and she was 92 when she passed, and that's it. He still has all his grandparents, his parents, you know, his loved ones, and so he's never experienced loss. But for me, I have none of my grandparents. My mom is gone, and there are other people in my life who have passed on. So it's kind of hard. So can you just speak to the damage, if you will, that happens when you constantly practice negative thoughts or allow negativity into your space too often?
Yeah, the negative, as soon as you allow it in, you've got to nip it in the bud. That's what we say in England, nip it in the bud. You've got to stop it straight away, because as you've just used that as an example, you know, your husband has no idea the emotional turmoil that you've been in, but you do. So it feels like, you know, everything's piled up against you. But if you get onto the thought patterns of negativity completely every single day, it will drag you down consistently. It will affect your reactions to people, the way you talk to people, your health. Stress causes so much within people's lives. So the more that you keep dosing yourself up, kind of taking the negative medicine every single day, it's going to affect more than anything, everything and anything. So your clients, your customers, your radio show, your people are savvy. They're going to know whether you're putting your poker face on or whether you're real and raw. And I know you guys are real and raw on this show. And it's kind of, you know, if you keep dousing yourself with the negativity all the time, it's not going to do anyone any good. And you'll end up with headaches. You won't want to get up in the morning, and the ripple effect is catastrophic. So it's, but it is hard to kind of, that amount of negativity, to kind of switch it into a 360, but it can be done with small little doses every single day of positive thoughts. And your husband's very, very lucky. I have no grandparents. I'm like you, I've got no grandparents. I've got a small family, and so
he's very fortunate. I tell him that every day. I'm like, you just have no idea how fortunate you are. For me, I'm grateful because I've been able to build family with people who have just entered into my life. And for me, that has been a blessing because I've been able to fill some of those voids, if you will, by having those people come into my life. They were genuine. They were, to me, divinely placed there. And so and then the Lord has allowed me to build my own family, have my own children, my own husband. So that's been helpful. But I imagine there are a lot of people out there who've experienced the same type of loss that I have, who maybe still don't have a lot of family or huge support system. So for them, it may be hard to think of anything positive, or even they don't really have a resource to pull from, if you will, because they're used to experiencing loss. But you are you practice the law of attraction, is that correct?
I do.
Okay. And so how has that impacted your life?
I was introduced to the law of attraction about 6 years ago, and it's just completely changed my life altogether. I mean, I'm a woman of faith as well, as people know. I'm a woman of faith as well. So when it says the universe, I turn it into God because I'm a woman of faith. But the whole law of attraction, the ripple effect from everything, as soon as you can switch over, it's like if you're on a negative vibration and you don't like, say for example, you're watching the TV and you don't like what's on, you turn over. And that's the same as how you've got to try and train your brain in a way to kind of turn off the negativity and turn it around. It can't be done like turning a tap off or turning it on. And like you've just said about the loss aspect, that is where I'm like you. We're so alike, because my family is not blood. My family is who I make it. My family is my friends, my team, everything that the people that I allow in my life. So it's kind of, as soon as the law of attraction as soon as you embrace God or the law of attraction, the universe, whatever it is that you do personally, whoever's listening, is that, you can turn it around. You can turn any emotion around. And you can begin to get quicker with it as well. So, and I can see online who does practice mindset and who does practice, you know, the positive and the negative, because like you said right at the beginning of the show, they'll be ranting on Facebook, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yes.
You know, it's like, no, just don't do that. Just take a step back and pause. I call it the pause effect. Just pause, come off social media, go and do something else, take your mind off it, and then come back, and then take a deep breath. You don't have to react straight away. So, yeah.
I love that, because, you know, I get on my soapbox real quick about stuff like that, because it's we abuse social media, and it can really be used as a tool that can empower. But a lot of times, because people don't have, and this is no indictment against anyone, or this is no judgment against anyone, but sometimes because people don't have the right resources, or they don't have the support system, they don't know who to turn to when they're dealing with issues, they turn to social media because it's a quick fix, if you will. They can just real quick put how they feel about something, and they get it off of their chest for a second, and they might feel that instant relief, but they don't realize the damage that they're doing because they're constantly repeating something negative. And for me, I do exactly what you say. I think about it first. How is it going to affect me? How is it going to affect maybe the person that I'm talking about? Or how is it going to affect the people that's looking at me? You know, is this going to negatively impact all of those circles? And so, I mean, I totally agree with you. And, you know, I guess we and together with other people can help to change the image a bit, but it's kind of hard because there's so many people. We're creatures of habit, and also we repeat what we see. So we see other people doing the same thing, you know, or somebody we're in an argument with, you know, they post something and you just feel like you gotta get them back, right?
I got something for that.
So then it turns into this ridiculous cycle.
Like Drake said, Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers, exactly. So yeah, Rebecca, you're absolutely correct. We actually have a caller who's on the line, who's joining the Be Inspired Radio Show.
Hello.
Hey, it's Shawnie Russell, and I just had to call in and speak to Mrs. Rebecca Adams. I mean, like, you're definitely dropping some jewels, and I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned to you personally how much I appreciate you for shedding light on this universe of mindset and, you know, personal development leaders out here. So I just kudos to you, Doc.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. So, did we lose Rebecca? Okay. All right. Thank you, Shawnie. You know what? That's an awesome segue. So, family, if you are just tuning in, Shawnie is actually our next guest, and she will be hanging out with us on this second half, which I'm excited about. But Rebecca is our first guest, and she has been phenomenal. Just like Shawnie said, she has definitely dropped some jewels on us about our mindsets, and I think that is key for a lot of people. When you see people doing great things, when you see them launching out, doing this and doing that, it's because they made up in their mind that this is what they want to do with their life, and they practice that. They believe that they can do it somewhere inside of them, and somewhere in their mind they have believed, and they do believe that they can do it. And once you line up with that, you know, the whole world opens up to you. It's amazing because you will see things and opportunities being presented to you because you've lined up with faith. You've lined up with the right mindset. So Rebecca, Rebecca, are you back? Are you there? Okay. I think we lost her, but hopefully we can get her.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Okay, great. Woo. We were nervous at first. That's why I was talking. I was trying to keep the conversation going until we got reconnected. But yes, Rebecca, you definitely have helped us in so many ways, and I'm sure that our listeners are definitely empowered. So before we wrap up our segment with you, can you just share with with people a little bit about the anthology, The Unstoppable Woman of Purpose, and also some of the things that you may be working on that you have coming up?
Yeah, the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose anthology, it's 22 co-authors all together in one book, and it's each individual story of how they've come from the beginning of their chapter to the end, how they have come through adversity, what they've done to become unstoppable, the issues, you know, it could be abuse, it could be, you know, mine is about my special needs son and about having no money and no job and everything else, and how you can come through whatever issues and obstacles that you come up against. You can come through the other side. You can and will achieve anything you set your mind to. You have to keep going always. It's something that's very, very paramount to me, and it's not just some words that I say. It's keep going always is my thing. And you know, you have to, if you've got something within yourself and your core that you need to do, you need to go and do it. Don't hold back, don't wait. You know, work on your mindset, as we've said, but have faith in yourself, have faith in God, move forward with everything, and decide today. Make a plan, go for it, and I promise you at the beginning of the book to the end, you will not be the same person. Not after you've read every single chapter. There's a workbook that goes along with it as well, but when you've read the bios, as you've said, you've read some of the bios at the back, it is like, you know, you'll see the people. It's okay seeing everyone as successful, but when you see a little snippet and read a little snippet of their story and how they've come through that journey in order to be unstoppable, and it is kind of a really small snippet, then you'll see them in a different light. It truly is inspiring, and it's great for me to read all the other authors in the book as well, and to see what they've, you know, what they've been through, what they've come through, and how they are unstoppable in their own right.
So thank you so much, Rebecca. We're definitely going to have you back. We always open the door to our guests to come back again, and we would love to have you to come back and just talk to our guests and just be a guest of ours. Yes,
I'd be honored. Thank you.
Absolutely. So thank you again, Rebecca. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Mwah. Love to everyone.
So, for you all who were just tuning in, that was Rebecca Adams, our first guest for the night. She was phenomenal. I'm telling you, if you missed it, please listen to the replay so that you can catch the whole interview. She definitely dropped some jewels. But we also have another life coach, a mindset, motivational speaker, and life coach. And it is Shawnie Russell, who is on the line right now. Everybody give it up for Shawnie Russell.
Yeah.
Hello.
So, Shawnie, first of all, thank you. Second of all, as soon as you linked in, we felt the energy. We were like, yes, Shawnie is here. But we're getting ready to actually take a break, so please hold on. We're gonna after we come back from the break, we're gonna reconnect with you. Everybody who is tuned in, stay tuned in, because you don't want to miss this interview with Shawnie Russell right here on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Yes. I look forward to it. Thank you guys. So seriously. Thank you.
I had got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything. So. Why?
Radio.com. This is your girl, Miss B Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already Snow Blizzard.
And the artist and angel HL7 Azrael.
So we have our second guest on the show. Our first guest was Rebecca Adams. She was dialed in all the way from the UK, and it was like 1 something in the morning where she was. So shout out to Rebecca for, being willing to stay up to tune into the show. We love you so much, and we thank you for just being a guest on the show. We appreciate you. And now we have our second guest, Shawnie Russell, who is also a fan of the show, which makes it super dope that she's on the show with us. So thank you, Shawnie.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me. I hope you guys can hear me okay, because I guess on my end it sounds a little choppy. So I'm trying to bear with me if I'm late on responding, because I can't hear every other word.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so we can hear you. We can hear you very well, which is great. And I think our viewers
Yay!
can hear you too. Also, we encourage you, if you are called in, also not to watch the video, because sometimes that interferes with the connection as well. So I know it's kind of hard, because if I'm called in, I want to watch the whole thing too. But our engineers told us to make sure that the callers are just called in, but not watching the video at the same time. So,
no problem.
Yes.
Well, first of all, just thank you guys. Thank you for having me. And I just want to say it one more time, if you guys can. Be inspired.
Yeah. Yes.
She did it.
She did it.
Oh, sorry, I love it.
So thank you so much, Shawnie. I was excited to have a chance to read your bio, because you also are a mindset motivational speaker and life coach. And as you heard, we were talking to Rebecca about it as well, and she kind of gave her version of what that means. But from your perspective, what does it mean to be a mindset life coach and motivational speaker?
Oh, man. Well, first of all, Rebecca, she laid the platform off so wonderfully and gracefully that pretty much when I felt like I was going to get on here, everything that I was about to inform people on, she pretty much did it. So I'm just going to piggyback off of what she kind of informed everybody with. And I guess it's really being open to transforming yourself. Mm-hmm. There is nothing that you can do or, transform yourself, even in like the spirit life, if you're not mentally together. Like so many times you wouldn't believe. First of all, let's put this, not set herself out to be a mindset motivational speaker, coach, and all these different titles. Yeah. Literally, someone came to me and was like, "You move me. You make me think greater than, mediocre ideas that I have." And so, I kind of strayed away from it for a while. So I had to build on even my own mindset to get here. Wow. I strayed away from the titles simply because, you have to take accountability, not just for people's wins, but even when people fail or they get let down, you got to be willing to walk that walk with them. And so for a long time, I was not trying to have those titles. And so once I finally worked on myself and got my mind right and realized what I can overcome and things that I have overcome, that's when I seen that I can be a blessing to other people. Wow. So that's exactly how I feel like a mindset motivational speaker or a coach is. Like, they help you transform in the light of only something that they actually experience. Like, there's no way that Mrs. Rebecca could have got on this call and been like, "Oh, I'm a motivational mindset coach and leader," had she not experienced trials and tribulations. And so that's just really the gist of it. You have to become vulnerable enough out here to, be a blessing or a lens to somebody else, just a focus. Get yourself out the way, and that's exactly that mere focus of what you are and how you can become everything.
I think that's an interesting perspective, that you yourself had to have walked through something to be a mindset coach, because a lot of times people can preach the message and talk the talk, but don't really have anything to pull from or any resources to pull from. So I think that was an interesting perspective to say that it also helps that you've gotten yourself together enough to be able to lead somebody else. I think that's really cool.
Absolutely. That's where that overflow, that cup of overflow comes from. Like, you're not useful or helpful to nobody if you can't work on yourself. So you got to be adult enough, put your big girl panties on or put them big boy drawers on and look yourself in the mirror and point out your own flaws and be like, this ain't right, but what can we do differently to make these things better? And so it's a reality check.
Mm-hmm. And so in about a minute or so, we're going to go on break. But when we come back, some of the things I want to focus on is some of the things that you've had to personally walk through to get here, without getting all into details, but just sharing some things that maybe people can find some inspiration from that you overcame to get to this point. And then also giving a few nuggets to other people who may be at a transition in their life, or maybe wanting to get to the next place in their life, some messages or things that you could give to them to help them. So we're going to take this break. When we come back, we're going to have more with Shawnie Russell. I hope everybody's enjoying the show so far. Listen, it's not too late to share this video. So I'm going to ask you to invite as many people as you can to tune, and you don't want to miss it. You are going to be forever changed by hearing Shawnie's story. So please stay tuned, everybody, to the Be Inspired radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. And you are tuned in to the Be Inspired radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am here with my co-host.
Yeah, you already know your boy Blazer.
And the artist and angel HL7 Azure.
And we have our very, very special guest for the evening, Shawnie Russell. Tell everybody hi, Shawnie.
Shawnie.
Okay. Yes. All right. So we're going to try to get reconnected with Shawnie. We may have gotten disconnected. So we're going to just hold on for a second until she dials back in. But Shawnie is also a fan of the show, which I love. And, you know, I just love her enthusiasm. Those are the type of people that I love. That are connected to our show. They bring so much energy. She promotes the show. She gets excited about it. She enjoys the taglines. She's posting. She's interacting. And I love that. So shout out to Shawnie. But she's also a guest tonight. And she is also a mindset motivational speaker and life coach. And they both, Rebecca Adams, who was our first guest, and Shawnie, both explain to us what it means to be a mindset life coach. A mindset life coach. I haven't really heard it that way before. I've heard life coach or the term or the title life coach, but I guess this is the first time I'm hearing it called a mindset life coach, which I think is great because it speaks volumes. It talks about really what a life coach is getting you to change the way you've always been thinking. Hey Shawnie, you there?
No. Okay, if you just asked a question, I can barely hear you. It's going in and out again. I think it's my service, but
okay. Yeah, no, we were just talking. We were just trying to fill up the time. You can hear us? Okay, great. Yeah, we were filling up the time waiting to get reconnected with you. So I was just basically explaining to them what was already discussed in the beginning of the show.
I think I lost you again. I think you asked me a question about what does it mean to be a mindset motivational speaker and coach. And so if you did, can you just say yes so I can confirm?
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay, yes, yes. Okay, so I guess like I mentioned before earlier, guys, that it's really about just being open to transforming your mind to be open to transform your life. Too often we walk into a life expecting this microwave overnight success for everything, but everything starts with the mind. If you're not mentally healthy, mentally strong, mentally capable, then it kind of blocks you out of just many blessings in life, and starts with growth. So that's just a sum of what a mindset motivational speaker on. I'm really big on visionaries and go-getters. Everything starts with a vision. Be able to, transform those thoughts to now a vision, and those visions. And the only thing that disconnect from your,
Okay, so we're having a little bit of trouble hearing you. It's starting to break up on your end now.
I can hear you now clearly. Wow.
Okay. Okay, we can hear you. Okay,
so guess whatever sets you aside from being a visionary and go, just making those something to get it done.
Okay, so we're having trouble or connection issues. If you could hang up and just dial back in, we'll probably have a better connection because now it's also disconnecting on our end. So everyone who's tuned in, please hang tight. We're going to bring Shawnie back on. So hopefully we can get this connection together because you want to hear what she has to say because she's definitely... she's very encouraging, and I want you to be able to hear what she has to say tonight, because if you tuned in and you were needing something to help you to get to the next level in your life, Shawnie is definitely the person you want to hear from. And if you missed the first half of the show, Rebecca Adams was our guest for the first half, and she is also a mindset life coach, and they both have been able to share some great information with our viewers about how to change your mindset so you can live a better life. How many know that if you think negatively too often, you're going to create that world for yourself? Whatever it is you think on often, that is what you're going to produce in your life, and that's not something that I think anybody wants. So hopefully we can reconnect with Shawnie in a minute here. So please, okay, so she's here. Hey Shawnie, are you there?
Yes, I am, and I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes. Woo! Give it
Yay!
Okay, so real quick, can you just talk about some of the things that you've had to overcome to get to this place in your life?
Oh man! First of all, I had to gain some confidence in myself that I can even do half of the things that I am doing and accomplishing. That's really how I became a mindset coach and speaker. So if you want to just go back, about 5 years ago, I recently lost my grandmother to cancer. And she visited about 3 years ago, and her strongest message literally was, be more afraid of dying. Be more afraid of not living your fullest potential than you are of dying. And that literally was my wake-up call from my grandmother. And this is a woman who has struggled with, depression, bipolar, schizophrenia. And so for me, I was always scared, because I didn't, those traits is family traits. So I was nervous about slipping with my words. I was nervous about my memory retention. I was nervous about a lot of things. And I didn't want to, become vulnerable. I didn't want no one to spot out my flaws. And so my grandmother, she woke me up, and I was like, okay, it's gonna run. And since 2 years ago, I've been going as hard as I can. Like, I feel like every day that God gives me, I just go. So literally, I had to overcome my family situations. I had to overcome, just being in this light of feeling like this can happen to you, or this can be you too, to just doing it and making, proving myself wrong for the most part.
You know what? You just liberated me by saying, be more afraid of not living than you are to die. That's a wake-up call. It seriously is, because I know many people, including myself, that's in the back of your head. You get afraid of that because one thing is the unknown, and and then you just go on this downward spiral of thinking about death and what that would produce and what that would affect and who would it affect, and then you just go on this long line when really that energy needs to be refocused on you actually living your life. So I want to thank you for sharing that, seriously.
No problem at all. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. It's another thing, like, people are hurting out here, and the moment we get ourselves out the way, and I don't know if you guys are Christians or a believer in God, but we are all here to serve at some point, and it's to other people. But the moment we get ourselves in the way based off our fears, our anxiety, our emotions that we all personally balancing and dealing with, you are blocking somebody else's way through. So I want to encourage you guys, even the listeners, to get yourself out of the way. Like, your testimony is somebody else's, they waiting on your win so that they can win too. So you got to just do it.
So good. Yes. I know we got a couple of people liking and hearting some things, but that is so true. People are waiting for you to become. I love that. Guys, y'all have any questions?
How was it like growing up in Detroit?
That's a good one.
Man. Well, I'm sure you guys know y'all out there in Chicago, right?
No, we're in Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore. That's the same thing. Baltimore. Well, I mean,
pretty much.
I'm not gonna categorize. I'm gonna do that. But I mean, it was real, and I'm humbly grateful. Like, gives you some authentic grind. Detroit gives you some authentic hustle. And so I see all types of walks of life. I mean, even from your street creds, your hustlers and the radio, who just wanted to put their music out there. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many times I would pull up at a gas station and somebody was trying to sell their CD and some t-shirts. And it was just like so authentic. It was so authentic.
You probably turned down Eminem CD.
Detroit was real. I really did. You know what? I've always been a supporter. So even then, being young, I didn't know what I was really supporting, but the idea was, your come up is my come up, and especially when you was really brought up in the city, the heart of it. So, with the gist of it, I mean, I had a piece of everything, y'all. I experienced a piece of everything. And like you said, I ain't going to just expose myself out here and put all the nitty-gritty. But it's definitely, it got real. It got real. And I have to say that's the reason why you have Shawnie Russell today. Like, literally fearless, because I've seen the nitty-gritty. I've seen the dirty. I've seen the rough life. I've seen it all. And he did a very darn good job at, I'm not going to say sheltering us, but definitely keeping us grounded to the point where, you know, she wanted us to want more. And I respect that.
Yeah. Detroit and Baltimore is about the same, because we had the same story. I grew up in the city myself, and I saw some stuff and experienced some stuff, but then that also gave me the drive to want more too, because I saw how some of my friends and my peers, they turned out, and some of the choices that they made, and I don't judge them, because I understand that for them it was about survival. You know, it was like, either do this or I'm gonna die, or either do this or I'm not gonna have, you know. So I understood that.
Exactly.
But I'm in the same boat as you. I wanted to change that and turn it into a positive, and also be an example to my peers that you can choose something else too, even though that's a quick fix or easy hustle. You know, there's some other things that you can do that get you those same results and also keep you out of trouble.
Right.
Exactly. One of my favorite things is that I don't like to judge nobody, especially when I see people who I've grown up with, because you know what sets me apart from them? I was one decision away from being exactly where they are today.
Exactly.
And that's it. It was just my decision. So who am I to be looking down, judging, side-eyeballing? Life's too short for all of that. If I seen the light, I'm in this place where I just want to bring the team with me. Bring the team with me. However we got to get there, you know?
Right.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. That is so awesome. So also, along with being a life coach and also being a motivational speaker, you are also an author. So can you talk about your book, the title of it, and what it's about?
Man, oh man, you guys, I just launched this book 3 weeks ago, and it's called Working on Myself, and it is a true, I can't even put it all to words, you guys. Like, it was just a surreal feeling to be able to manifest your words into now your reality. I had dreamed since I was a little girl of actually writing a book. And, you know, because I grew up in the city, my mind got cluttered with so many other things and so many other realities that stopped me from doing it. And as well as, you know, tearing down my little confidence here. Y'all know I'm only like 5 foot something. So it was a lot that it took to get into this. And, you know, the book is really about story, and then the turning point of the entrepreneur that was necessary, you know, that was necessary for me to shift my life into full gear, to really becoming anything and everything that I desired. And so working on myself, it's about trusting this thing called process. I think like we fast expectation world in life where everything can pretty much be popped up in a microwave and boom, it looked like an overnight success, or boom, it's cooked all good and tastes all nice, but that is not the process. That is not the process. And so it really gets in tune with that, and it develops like a lot of personal development steps that's healthy, not just for your mental, but for your spiritual. And it's a self-help book or manual, if you will, that's like I said, geared towards entrepreneurs to inspire. You know, a lot of times I think we forget about the people who are looking to run an empire. Yeah. We always want to reach out for the entrepreneurs who already got something going on. And so while my book is relative to people who are entrepreneurs and they doing their thing, but my book is really geared towards the people who are inspiring to do it and just don't know how, or in it and they are completely stuck. They don't know that next step to take. And so that's where my book really, you know, focuses on, and it has just been amazing. Star book.
So how can people get their hands on this book so they can read it and experience it?
Yes, definitely check it out on Amazon.com, Kindle.com, as well as Create Space.
Wow.
Nice.
Amazing. And if they want to hook up with you or get more information about what it is that you do, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, you guys, I keep everything simple. I don't have a bunch of nicknames. It's about Shawnie Russell, Facebook, Instagram. I also have an Empowering Entrepreneurs at Work. And it's a mastermind group, so it's geared towards anybody that's like-minded. So even if you're just looking for that weekly inspiration or anything like that, just check it out.
I'm part of that group.
Yes, you are.
I love it. I do, and I appreciate it too. It's a cool group.
Thank you, dog. Thank you. It's an honor to have you a part. Seriously.
Yes. So, Shawnie, we are coming down to the end of our show. We're going to have you back, too. Because let me tell you, as soon as you dialed in, I could feel the energy. We could feel the energy. We was like, yes, we needed that tonight. Because all three of us were in here just as hard as we could be. We were like, oh, Lord, let us just make it to the end of the show. But when you dialed in, we felt that burst of energy. We were like, okay, yeah, Shawnie is here. She's here.
Yeah.
I love it, guys. You know, I'm big on energy. I talk about it a lot. You know, your energy is everything.
Yeah.
Earlier, I heard you talk to Rebecca about, you know, people being all negative. I wonder why they tribe that they attracted is, you know, right along with they cheerleading them all. Like, yeah, girl, you right. Like, your energy attract your tribe, guys. And, like, as soon as you just get in the right alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, why you're supposed to be doing it, like, that stuff, it raised to other people. And so I'm honored that you guys feel my authenticity and my energy. Keep but it's definitely those times, especially as a coach, where you have to be considerate and empathize for people on where you're meeting them on a mental level. So just thank you guys for loving me and just indulging in that energy.
Yes. We appreciate you, Shawnie, and thank you for being a fan of the show also.
Yes, I love it. BeInspiredRadio.com.
Yes. You can call in and say that anytime you want to. Anytime. All right. Thank you, Shawnie. We appreciate you.
No problem, guys. Thank you again. I wish I had a wonderful week.
You too. There you have it, family. Shawnie Russell, our guest, one of our special guests for the night. I'll tell you, this has been an interesting show and definitely awesome. I think we got our energy back. What you think?
Yeah, I think we did.
We good? We good?
Yeah, we good.
You know what happened, though? We ate all that sugar from the Sour Patch Kids. We went on this sugar high and crashed.
It went like...
Blizzard, it's all your fault. I'm blaming you, pointing all the fingers that way.
That's all it.
Bringing all that sugar in here.
Everybody's blaming Blizzard.
I know, right?
I take blame.
It's all good, but that's how we do around here. You know, we keep the love going. We share our candy with each other and all that good stuff, and keep it going. You know what? Tonight's been awesome. What y'all think?
Yeah,
it's been good. Are y'all ready to take over the show next week? It's the Blizzard and Azrael takeover of the Be Inspired Radio Show.
We're gonna make you proud. We're gonna make you proud.
I believe it. I know you will.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go.
Y'all got this. I'm gonna be tuned in with y'all.
I'm really gonna bring like 3 bags of those sweet tarts though. I'm so serious.
See, now y'all gonna really be...
We gonna be high.
Yeah. Y'all gonna be way up.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be in Florida enjoying my vacation. That I just tell you, I'm on vacation mode right now. My head is already in Florida.
Yeah.
Don't trust me. I know how you feel. I was in vacation mode ever since 8th grade.
Wait, what?
I never came back out. Once you go into vacation mode, once you get a taste of vacation, you're in there for a while.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm still thinking about Vegas.
Yeah.
Right.
Vegas. Oh, yeah. Because once you go, first of all, the first time Vegas. You go, it's a surreal experience because you're like, oh my goodness, I'm actually here. Yeah. Because you hear so many people talk about it for those of us who live in the U.S. and those who hear about it that live in other countries. When you get to Vegas, it's like, wow. and you see all the sites, all of the casinos and stuff. Each of them have its own personality. Me, I like the New York the best.
Yeah, that whole site. Oh man,
the New York.
I gotta get on that roller coaster next time.
Yeah. The New York was cool, and plus I like it because in all the casinos they smoke. But when you go into New York, it's ventilated, so they have this system that kind of sucks all the cigarette smoke up, so you don't smell it. So when you go in, it's like, oh,
fresh air.
Yes, it's fresh. So
gotta go back
New York. And also shout out to my Nephew Devin. He's a chef at one of the restaurants in New York. He lives in Las Vegas with my beautiful sister Chanel. I'm giving you a shout out, sis. My sister in real life, my blood sister. Like we share the same DNA.
I didn't know you had a sister.
Yes, she lives in Las Vegas. With my nieces and nephews. And my brother Siku.
If you're going, into the resort hotels around Disney. Are you? I'm going.
No, we're staying at the Regal something other resort.
Well, if it's still anywhere around Disney. Be prepared to stay up at night and to just go out at random times, because they have boardwalks and it's just random parts are just beautiful. They have a slingshot out there.
I'm not getting on it.
Get on it.
No, I am not getting on the slingshot. That is not happening ever.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
I've seen videos of it and people pass
out. Talking about
the
to sling you back and forth?
Yeah, it's a small ball. You sit in. I'll explain it to you another time.
I'm not doing it. I'm not passing out because somebody done flung me all the way in the air somewhere. It's not happening.
People do lose consciousness.
Yes, no. Anyway, is this the end of the show? This is it, right? It's a wrap. Okay, family, this is it. We've come to the end. Of course, this is the time that we regret so much because we hate not spending this time with you. But guess what? You can tune in next week. Although Miss Be Inspired won't be here, you'll be chilling, hanging out with Blizzard and Azrael, the takeover of the Be Inspired radio show. They got this. Of course, I'll be on the sidelines promoting the show and sharing it out and making sure you tune in. So don't miss the Be Inspired radio show. We air live every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. right here on Big Exposed Radio. What.com.